Bills Mafia, what's going on? Before we jump into today's massive story, let me start this video the way we always do, with honesty and with heart. This Buffalo Bills team is working every single day to get better, to refine the details, to correct mistakes, and to fight for the results this city deserves. No matter how tough the moments get, the mission is always improvement. So do me a favor right now. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and if you love Bills coverage that treats you like family, subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel more than you know, and it makes sure more Bills fans get the insider news they crave. And just a quick reminder, for anyone looking for official Bills gear, whether it's a Josh Allen jersey, hoodies, hats, or new releases, I left the link to the official Fanatics store in the description and comment. It updates every day with fresh items, and grabbing your gear through that link also helps support the channel. Alright, let's get into it, because Bills Mafia, today's story is big. It's emotional, it's controversial, and it's shaping the entire future of this franchise. When the Buffalo Bills fired Sean McDermott on Monday, a move that sent shockwaves across the NFL, it didn't take long for speculation to explode, and the loudest rumor was this: could the Bills pursue Mike Tomlin? The timing seemed almost too perfect, because just 2 days earlier, NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport reported that Mike Tomlin, fresh off stepping away from the Pittsburgh Steelers, had told interested teams that he did not plan to coach in the 2026 season. The man wanted a break, a year away, time to reset after 19 relentless seasons in Pittsburgh. But when McDermott was dismissed, fans and analysts immediately began to wonder, would the Bills tempt Tomlin into changing his mind? Would ownership at least reach out? Could Tomlin see Buffalo as the perfect landing spot if he were ever going to reconsider? Well, according to Rappaport, the answer is a pretty firm no. He went on Good Morning Football and said straight up, "I don't believe it will be Mike Tomlin. I don't think Mike Tomlin wants to coach this year." Now, that's not vague, that's not speculative. That's a reporter who knows Tomlin well and knows his mindset, telling the football world that this isn't happening. But even beyond Tomlin's personal plan, there's another obstacle that makes this scenario almost impossible. Tomlin isn't a free agent. He's under contract with the Steelers until 2027, thanks to an extension signed in 2024. For a team to acquire him, it would require a trade, a huge one. We're talking at least one first-round pick, probably multiple first-rounders, and maybe financial compensation on top of that. And remember, the Giants just handed John Harbaugh a 5-year, $100 million-plus deal. That contract reset the market for coaching. Tomlin's number would be just as big, maybe bigger. So in the end, the idea of Tomlin coming to Buffalo for 2026, romantic to some fans, but not realistic. While fans and media debate the coaching search, inside the Bills' locker room, another story is unfolding, and this one might surprise people. Defensive tackle Jordan Phillips came out publicly on Instagram and absolutely blasted the decision to fire McDermott. He reposted the news and wrote, "This shit here is so stupid. Honestly sickening. The best coach I've ever been around." That is not a subtle reaction. That is not a player holding back, and the truth is, Phillips isn't alone. There was no indication that McDermott had lost the locker room. No tension, no fractured relationships, no downward spiral behind the scenes. In fact, by every account from players over the years, McDermott was respected, connected, a strong communicator, and beloved by many veterans. So when the firing happened, emotions were high, not because players didn't understand the playoff failures, but because the man who led them for 9 seasons was still someone they genuinely trusted. This decision came from the top, ownership and executives, based on postseason frustration, not locker room culture. Let's be real, Sean McDermott's regular season record is impressive. 98-50 over 9 seasons, multiple AFC East titles, consistent playoff appearances, and a franchise revived from the wilderness. But in the postseason, 8-8, no Super Bowl appearances, and painful collapses that Bills fans will never forget. The pattern was too loud to ignore. Chiefs scoring 38, 42, 27, 32 against Buffalo. The Bengals dropping 27, the Broncos scoring 33 with a rookie QB, and the infamous 13 seconds that still haunts the city. Ownership felt the ceiling had been reached. They believed the team needed a fresh vision. And let's be honest, when you have a quarterback like Josh Allen, windows close fast if you're not maximizing them. Still, firing McDermott came with consequences, and the locker room reaction proves it. Here's the tricky part. The Bills are now entering the hiring cycle late after most top names already found homes. Candidates like Jim Harbaugh, Ben Johnson, Bobby Slowick, Raheem Morris are already locked up. Buffalo still has options, but they're entering the market after most teams did their heavy lifting. That means they'll need to move quickly and decisively. Meanwhile, Mike Tomlin? He's not coming. He doesn't want to coach this year, and the Steelers are not letting him go for free. Bills Mafia, the search is open wide. What makes this situation even more dramatic is the timing. The Bills don't just need a head coach, they need a leader who can keep Josh Allen bought in, rebuild the wide receiver room, re-establish a pass rush, maintain the culture McDermott built, and push this team past the playoff wall. It's one of the best jobs in the NFL, but it comes with pressure unlike anything Buffalo has seen in years. And now, with players publicly defending McDermott, ownership must navigate this carefully. The wrong hire could create tension. The right hire could spark the breakthrough fans have waited decades for. This is a turning point, a franchise-defining moment, maybe even the most important offseason since Josh Allen arrived. The Bills went into the 2025 season with a very clear message from the front office. Josh Allen is good enough to win without a prototypical wide receiver one. And look, Josh Allen is good enough to compete with anyone. The man dragged this team into the divisional round even when the offense sputtered. James Cook led the entire NFL in rushing. Incredible season. Josh had heroic moments, absolutely. But the passing game? Bills fans, we all saw it. It felt forced, slow, inconsistent, and predictable. Josh made magic, but he was constantly working uphill. And when playoff football arrived, real playoff football, the kind where talent wins, that missing wide receiver one became impossible to ignore. Bain knows it, McDermott knows it, Josh Allen definitely knows it. And now, according to Solak, the Bills are preparing to fix it for once and for all. Let's talk about the potential prize. A.J. Brown, 28 years old, 6 1,000-yard seasons, all-pro, and one of the most physical receivers in the football. In 2025 alone, 78 catches, 1,003 yards, 7 TDs, and this was during a season where he was openly frustrated with the Eagles' offensive direction, frustrated enough, according to multiple insiders, to push for a way out.
And that's where Buffalo enters the chat. Imagine this offense. Josh Allen plus A.J. Brown. James Cook dominating on the ground. Dalton Kincaid attacking the seams. Keon Coleman developing into a red zone weapon. A.J. Brown drawing top CBs every single snap. That's not just an upgrade, that's a transformation. Brown isn't a maybe he'll develop player. He's a plug him in tomorrow and watch the offense explode player. The Bills could draft a receiver in round 1, sure, but will any rookie impact the game in 2026 the way A.J. Brown would? Not even close. Time is ticking. Josh Allen turns 30 this offseason. The window is open, but the wind is changing. The Bills need someone who changes the game now, not 3 years from now. A.J. Brown is that guy. On the Philadelphia side, things are tense. A.J. Brown's relationship with their offense has been rocky for a year now. He's openly expressed frustration. There were sideline moments, there were rumors in the locker room, and now insiders are saying he may be ready to push for a fresh start. And despite his production, the Eagles' offense shifted heavily toward the run in 2025. Brown didn't hide his dissatisfaction. He wants touches, he wants targets, and he wants his impact to matter. The Philadelphia could save massive cap space by moving him. They could reload with a first-round pick and more. From their perspective, this is a logical time to part ways. From Buffalo's perspective, this is the perfect time to make a move. Beane has never shied away from bold decisions. Stephon Diggs trade, Von Miller signing, Josh Allen extension, the defensive rebuild. When he sees a window, he goes through it. And now, with the offense needing a spark, with the wide receiver room still lacking a true nightmare matchup, and with Josh Allen entering the prime years where you must maximize his talent,
This is the type of move that fits the moment. ESPN believes it, analysts believe it, even rival executives reportedly think Buffalo is ready to get aggressive. The Bills won a Super Bowl. A.J. Brown has already been to 2, and he scored a touchdown in one of them. Championship experience matters a lot. All right, Bills Mafia, we've broken down the Tomlin rumors, the truth behind his decision, the cost of acquiring him, the emotional reaction inside the locker room, and the massive implications of firing Sean McDermott. Now I want to hear from you. Was firing McDermott the right move? Should the Bills have pursued Mike Tomlin anyway? And who do you want to see as the next head coach? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And before you go, don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and don't forget, the official Bills store link is down below if you want to check out the newest gear. We're bringing you the most in-depth Bills coverage anywhere on YouTube. Insider-style reporting, exclusive breakdowns, and real conversations with the best fans on Earth. Bills Mafia, I appreciate you. Let's ride together. Today, tomorrow, and all off-season long.